This is a crypto. Welcome to the TikTok Live, to the X, to the YouTube, to the Twitch, to the Telegram, to the Kick, to the everything. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you. You are watching Crypto Rap Live. I go by the name of Why Not. I am the greatest crypto rapper of all time. And we are just getting started. We have got a lot to see. It is going to be a very, very interesting and exciting time. Keep an eye on what's going on here because it is ever changing, but goodness gracious, everybody. Apric, welcome to the stream. Let me wait. Let me send this link around real quick. Streaming now. Join, please. Let me send that. Nice. Okay, so the market's in a very bad place right now. Let's pull up Bitcoin. Let's go on the 7-day. Let's go on the 24-hour. Jeez Louise, it just keeps going. Just keeps going down. Guys, it might be over. We might actually be in the it's so over phase. I wanna as many people know, I'm optimistic, right? I want to be the guy who says we are so back. But unfortunately, in the current market state, things are looking pretty miserable. Right now, Bitcoin's 82K. We saw it wicking down under 80K, I believe, not too long ago. Let's look at Solana, because that's another one that has not been performing well by any means. For some reason, adversely, more so than other projects. Getting absolutely wrecked right now. Look at this. So unfortunate. Let me send this. Whoops. Send this here. Welcome to the stream, everybody. You are watching Crypto Rap Live. Okay. We are going to send this here. We're going to send this there. We are going to send this everywhere. I am finally almost done. Okay, just finished. Now we can get to the stream for real, for real. Where is everybody? Come on. Thanks for tuning in, those of you who are here. Let's turn this light on and let's get cooking. So first things first, somebody in the chat is mentioning Darkstar. Now Darkstar is something that Crypto Rap Chat has been watching very closely in the past, hour or whatever since it came out. Why is it not showing up? It is, sorry, Dark Storm, not Darkstar. That's funny. Yeah, so Dark Storm. Look at this chart. Let me go on the 5-minute here. Look at that candle right there. Absolutely incredible. One of the tallest, actually the tallest green candle in the chart's history. And this thing is pretty much just getting started. This is 2 hours, 26 minutes old. Honestly, it's been a little slow. It's been a little bit of a slow cook. $3.2 million volume. ZKR says, how are you doing all this? Oh, how am I doing with all this bad market? I'm doing miserably, bro. I'm doing absolutely terribly. I am cooked left, right, front, and center, bro. Put me on the griddle. I am well done right now. It's bad. But anyways, Darkstorm. So Twitter was down today, and that's a big deal because X is the major battleground for cryptocurrency. That is the main place in the market. Okay, wait. I gotta put dark mode on this. That is the main place in the market that investors, whales, whatever, go to. It's the biggest liquidity pool to social media ratio. Like, people that are on there, that's where you want to get exposure. So it's a big deal when that, because it's not just people, right? It's not just the traders, it's not just the investors or community members. It's actually the founders and stuff too. The builders, the major space leaders, the platforms, the projects, the coins, all of that stuff. Pretty much their main area of activity is typically over on X. And so today X went down for a little bit. We all remember in recent history when TikTok went down in the United States after the temporary shenanigans regarding all of that. Okay, there we go. Nice, we are so back. Alright. Dope. There was a lot of shenanigans a lot of shenanigans. TikTok was not available to any of us, and it was miserable. We felt the impact directly of what it was like to not have our favorite platform at our fingertips anymore. Now, imagine if it was like that, but also LinkedIn in a way, or like this kind of business element, but not really like LinkedIn, more like Slack or something, like where people actually communicate business to business, investor to investor, VC to investor, founder to investor, etc., etc. All of that happens on X. And it was down for quite some time. And apparently it was down because of a hacker. Someone actually, it was a malicious targeted attack. And the hacker goes by the name of Darkstorm. And they have a message here on the banner that was left with regards to why. It was kind of like a manifesto of why they shut down the X platform. So really, really interesting thing that's happening in the market today. It's important to note that it's happening on X because, like I said, X is the major money pipeline for meme coins in the Solana market right now. That's just kind of how it is. And this is going to be big news over there. Everybody, like, you remember how big news it was when TikTok went down. Like, when TikTok was down for a day, everybody freaked out. Everybody was making so many videos in the week leading up to it. Everybody made so many videos in the week after it. It was a big deal on the platform. In the same way, this was a major outage. Like, if you guys play PlayStation or whatever, you know that when PlayStation Network goes down, that's a big deal. But yeah, this thing's at 500,000 market cap now, still climbing. The narrative is still young. I mean, this is less than 3 hours old or something since that happened. And so the best memes, the best content, the best conversations, they have yet to happen. You look at my tab here right now, we've got so many spaces over there on the right hand side. They've got like a 700 person space, a 500 person, 600 person space. Those people are all probably talking about the outage. They're all probably talking about what happened there. And so in a sense, part of that conversation inevitably is going to be Darkstorm. And you can see that reflected on the chart right now. It's one of the stronger narratives in the market right now. Pushing upwards, right? 500,000 market cap climbing. So far, so great. I like that it started off slow. It really was kind of a slow cook. You had pretty much an hour, going on 2 hours to get in here. And just right now, just in the past 10 minutes or something, it's absolutely been shredding. Let's look at something else. Let's look at this contract address that somebody dropped in the chat. Solana. What? No way. They gave everybody the propeller hat and a lollipop? This was a rug pull, bro. This was a rug. Nah, bro. I mean, respect. Like, you know, Puiz was very successful. This is obviously a blockchain adaptation of that. It's a big viral meme. I understand all of that. It's a derivative. It could be successful, and that's what they capitalized on. They capitalized on that hype, but they exploited you guys because you see that this pushed up to 200K pretty fast, rugged all the way down under 40K. That is so bad. Nah. March 29, is that a coin or? Welcome to the stream, everybody. You are watching Crypto Rap Live. Look, the market is not looking good right now. You see the Solana chart here? This thing is $117 and still in free fall. You know, under 120. You got to keep in mind. You look at the history here. Back in time, let's go on the 1 month here. Let's go on the 3 month. It peaked $272. Super crazy high market cap. That was in January 16th, January 19th, actually like January 20th. So in late January, that's like less than 2 months ago. It's a month and a half ago. We have gone from the best price in the coin's history to the worst price in the past year. Isn't that crazy? I mean, how volatile of a market and of an asset. Crypto is not for the faint of heart. It's not the kind of market where you sit back and let things happen. I mean, it is in a sense, right? Because if you really sit back and you let stuff sit for 5 years, 10 years, whatever, it does trend upwards unless you're Ethereum. But it's not the S&P 500. You have to play an active role. You have to respond to the dynamic and ever-changing market conditions. There's always opportunity around every corner, but you got to seek it. And that can be very difficult at times. Your strategy that was successful even 2 weeks ago is not going to be effective in today's market because it is ever changing. So dynamic. Paragon Talent says, brother, I was here when Sol was $8. This happens on Sol over and over. Sol has never been stable. We will be fine. I agree with you wholeheartedly, bro. This is what I mean when I say that there's opportunity in the market at any given time. This is the best price on Sol we've seen in the past year, and lucky for us, it's within 1.5 months of its, like the lowest price versus the best price, right? What a small time span. How easy to flip. Thank you so much for that live on air, Joe Mama. I appreciate that. Shout out to all the mothers that are listening. I know all of your mothers are tuned in right now. They've got crypto raps as their ringtones. That stuff, it means a lot to me. Pitching Coach says, rug pool on Pump Fun. All right, respect. Talk to me when that thing bonds. Greg, I'm sorry, bro. Are you Polish or something? I can't pronounce a name with that many Z's in it. Let's look at Gregory. Okay, respect. Let's look at Greed 3. 6 days, 4 hours old, $3.3 million market cap, $2.3 million on the 24-hour volume. Greed 3 is making a confident recovery, and it's exceeding in the face of pretty much the rest of the market. Everything else is bleeding. Things are doing really poorly right now across the board. For some reason, in its darkest hour, after falling down all the way from 5 million to below 2 million, it's bouncing a little bit. Dave Portnoy, you trickster, you manipulative fox, always with your hand on the market, guiding those candles. I see what you're up to. 3.4 million and climbing. Don't be surprised if this guy tweets or goes live or something like that and sends this up to 10 million. Not financial advice, do your own research, but you can't predict what that guy is going to do. In essence, that's part of the challenge of celebrity coins in general. I got the dip. I have a feeling 10x on the line. That could be, bro. It really could be. He honestly he's been so hands off with it compared to his previous projects. He was so loud, so vocal about those other projects. He's maybe mentioned Greed 3 once or twice, just in passing, just because he was forced to in the context of the conversation. But he himself has not exactly been a champion of the project, despite it being from his wallet, confirmed on the blockchain. He's fighting with Bark. Crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I miss Frank DeGod's Thread Guy, Orangey, Rasmer, OG, etc. Aiden Ross, FaZe Banks. Give me those guys back. That was way better than Nick Cannon, Dave Portnoy, and the Doginals Dogs crew. This personality landscape on crypto right now is abysmal. It's abysmal. Those people are not, I don't know, they're obnoxious. There's a power vacuum, and I need to rise to seize up to claim my rightful spot as the #1 premier crypto KOL. You guys need to help me on my journey. We only have fucking 15 people in this stream right now. How am I supposed to permanently alter the landscape of crypto culture if there's fucking 15 of you in here? Look, respect. You guys are cool. You're talented. You're interested. You're funny. All the other nice things. I believe in you guys. But we need more manpower. hit that share button, hit that like, hit that comment, whatever it is. Engage and get those numbers up. And by God, if you just got here, stick around. The fuck are you doing? This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. This is a movement. The market needs us now more than ever. It's our time. Everybody is sick of what's going on in the market. It's time to shift the paradigm. I think we can do it. But I need your help. Discord.gg/CryptoRap. Hit that follow button if you don't already. We can make a difference. Because I am sick and tired of Dave Portnoy. I'm not going to lie. I love that man. And if he ever gave me the time of day, I would bow to his feet and I would shine his shoes with my tongue. But I'm going to fade him on my live stream right now to Engagement Farm. Fuck that guy. Magnetics, let's do it. $10 million market cap, 1.4 million 24-hour volume. This is 9 days, 4 hours old. Crypto News says, hey, take a look at CAU coin. I think it has huge potential and it's not a meme coin, low cap. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at that next. Let me actually throw on another pair of these bad boys. Maybe that'll get me up past 20 viewers. Alright. So, MAG is in a bad spot right now. This thing used to be up almost 30 mil. Now it's 10 mil. So a lot has happened in not a lot of time. This thing is less than 2 weeks old, and it's dropping the ball in a big way. This is the second major dip in their history. If they don't catch themselves in a convincing range above 6 million market cap or so, this is utterly cooked. And it's a shame because they had a lot of promise coming out of the gate. It's just an unfortunate market time for them. Pretty much across the board, everything is bleeding. Even if nobody was touching the project, the market cap would be going down right now just because of the SOL price action. But that's the nature of the beast, you know? There needs to be a transition. There needs to be a shift in the strategy of projects, in the way that people are building, who they are building for, in the culture of holders and communities that are built. Because what worked 1 month ago is not going to work right now. We are officially in the first inning of the bear run. This might be temporary. This might be, over in a week or so. But right now, for all intents and purposes, the fear needle is about to break the dial. People are in a rough spot in the market. They are going to trade like it's the depths of bear. So you got to be careful out there. DL, good to see you, brother. Okay, we were going to look at CAU. Let's look at CAU. Biker says Solana in the mud. You are absolutely right, bro. It is down deep in the depths of the swamp. Unfortunately, our favorite asset. Look at this chart. After a month and a half ago, hitting $273, now it's fallen all the way to $117. It's miserable. DL says, why do I hear water dripping? Wait. Do you see right there? You see the fish, bro? It's a fish, bro. The fish are dripping, bro. We trudging through? We are absolutely trudging through. Look, this market right now, this might look miserable. If this makes you sick to your stomach, good. It should. This is terrible. But you don't turn around and run. You don't shy away. You don't give up. This is the market that separates the boys from the men. This is the market that separates the gonna make it from the not gonna make it. If you are not locked in, pivoting, learning, studying, immersing yourself in this market, no matter how miserable it is, you are not going to make it. Crypto is not a fair weather industry. This is the future of finance. This is going to change lives, and that happens day and night, every single moment. 24/7, 365. By God, it does not matter how bearish the market is. There is always going to be opportunity in the market. And as Biker observes in the chat, this is a generational buying opportunity. Fantastic buying opportunity. 1 month and a half ago, we saw Solana at over $150 higher than where it is right now. People were gobbling Solana up at $250, $260, sending it all the way up to $270. People were ravenous, aping $1 million clips into the asset. Keep that same energy. People were trying, like nothing has changed. At the fundamental level, the technology is exactly the same. The same people that were building back then are building now. If anything, this has filtered out all the noise. All the people that were only here for the get rich quick, the people that weren't really dedicated, that didn't want to see the success of the industry, that didn't want to see a healthy crypto ecosystem, those folks are gone. They went to go sell dietary supplements or something. This is the opportunity for the real Chads to arise. And real Chads will arise. The landscape is going to be very different very soon. The people that seize this opportunity, that jump in and lean into the competitive nature of the market as it stands right now, they're going to make it. Malcolm says, what do you think about Ponky? You know, I was really impressed with Ponky's rally back up to 100 million. I thought that was super impressive. In the final darkest moments of their chart, they pushed up. They pushed up well. 100 million plus. Look at that. They had fallen all the way down to 60 mil. And then in the span of like 2 days, shredded up to 100 mil. That's proof of what they're capable of. I have been involved with Ponky since December of 2023. Literally over a year ago now. And this is a project that knows what they're doing. It is a team that is honed. They are experts. One of the best, like the best of the best. You have to understand, this is a culture war. A meme coin cannot be popular if it is not recognized. Ponky sets the standard. It is the blue chip, the utmost quality. When it comes to content and engagement and brand marketing, everybody recognizes that monkey. Doesn't matter if you don't even touch cryptocurrency. They have reached hundreds of millions of dollars. Or sorry, hundreds of millions. Well, they've done hundreds of millions of dollars. But hundreds of millions of people. That's way more valuable than dollars. The cultural impact that Ponky has had, at any moment, they just need to flex those muscles. The team just needs to lock in for that, short amount of time. They've proved it. This was almost $50 million in market cap gain in less than 2 days in the deepest depths of this shitty market. If they can pull that off, they can do it. They're just, in wait. They're like a viper in the den. Right now, the market is not good. It is a cold, freezing day, a barren wasteland, no prey out there. But believe you me, when the sun rises on the market, that viper will crawl out of the den and gobble up the fudders and faders. Not financial advice. DL says, Phoenix almost has higher MCAP as Army. Does that mean Phoenix is the biggest meme on XRP? Bro, what you're seeing on XRP is a bit of a microcosm of what's going to happen in the market at large. Pay attention to what's going on here. The entire XRP chain got hit like a truck not too long ago, right? We all saw the fall from, $3 and something down to, I think, even below $2 at one point. Not a good place for the chain. But the whole ecosystem nuked, right? It looks like a wasteland. Every chart at 0. That is a level playing field. That is a competitive battleground. That is a feature built into capitalism. It's part of the game. It's may the best project win. Survival of the fittest. The whole market nuked. The playing field is leveled. Now, people have to actually work to pick themselves up again. This thing was pushing 70 mil. The whole chain at large was mooning. Biker says crypto Darwinism. Absolutely. That's what's happening here. I mean, like, and I'm not a proponent of that stuff. I'm not saying for better or worse. I'm just saying that's the function of the psychology of the market. But the whole thing got absolutely decimated. I'm talking 90% retrace in this case. That's true for every chain, every project on the chain. Crypto is a thing where the first mover usually gets the most attention, right? Bitcoin is the biggest because it was the first crypto that had mass adoption, right? In XRP, everything gets nuked, but it's a relatively new chain, and it's very, very underexposed. There's not a lot of people over there. It's super low volume, etc., etc. These projects all got nuked to within punching distance of each other. So even Army, that was the unassailable champion of the chain, the 100 million plus super meme of XRP, suddenly is within the same buying range as Phoenix. Suddenly, investors showing up to the market have an equal glance at both projects. So either project suddenly has to compete. Like, Army can't be lazy anymore. They can't just rest on the laurels of their first place position in the market. They have to reinvent their strategy. They have to attract the new investors. They have to adapt to the dynamic, ever-changing market. It's cool to see that happening. It's part of why the industry is so much fun. It's very dynamic. Isaac says, what's a crypto ecosystem? Oh, like all the people, all the technology, all the money flying around related to a single project or blockchain or coin or whatever. Bullcoin, what are you talking about, bro? We are literally looking at the price of Solana, bro. This is a multi-billion-dollar asset that is in the president's Federal Reserve. How the fuck am I scamming viewers by showing an asset that is literally held by the United States federal government? What on God's green earth, bro? Isaac says, you think Solana wouldn't come up? It's in a tough spot right now, but it's not done forever. No, I don't think so. Like I just said, I mean, the fucking president bought that shit, so hopefully it goes up eventually. Even though so far everything he's touched this market has turned to dust. But it's a valuable asset, right? Like, Solana wasn't up for no reason. It solves genuine market issues. It is a highly adopted blockchain, the highest volume for a reason, and there's a lot of really, really important technologies. Like, forget the meme coins, forget all of that stuff. There's a lot of important stuff being built on Solana. And Ethereum, as a good example, they got a head start, right? Like, they were bigger way before Solana was. Fucking almost 10 years before Solana was. And so they've had a long runway to develop. And they've accomplished a lot. Ethereum has built globally recognized brands and communities. Ethereum has built dApps and utilities that have changed infrastructure of many industries. They've accomplished a lot. And that's reflected on the asset. Solana is nascent. They are just getting started. They're in their infancy. They're only a few years old. And there's a lot of really, really interesting, high perspective value projects that are emerging on Solana. And as long as the chain hangs in there, which there is absolutely no reason to assume that it wouldn't, because it has already seen its darkest days. Look at this all-time chart on Solana. Are you seeing this? There was a time where this was $250, just like it was, a month and a half ago when everyone was writing to their grandmother to buy Solana. It fell down to $13. $13 from 250. Are you kidding me? Any other project, any other blockchain, that's a rug pull. That is just taking the money and running. That is done for. That is nothing of value. But here, there was something special. Here, there was an underdog story. Here, that price action was caused by external factors that were outside of their control, and they took that as an opportunity. Not to give up, not to throw up their hands and run, but to actually lean in and prove to everyone why Solana was worth $250 in the first place. And you show here on the chart, in the long term, it paid off because they passed that all-time high. They pushed that up. They, like Biker said, revolutionized DeFi. They may not have started it. They may not have been the first to the party, but they have proven this cycle that they are certainly the life of it. Highest volume, most transactions, most usership, most developers, best emerging projects, etc., etc. The accolades are piling up. Solana is the people's champion. It's in a tough spot right now, but do I think it's over forever? No, not really. Mog, how Mog, how Mog? Mog? How to Mog? Mog? Let's look at Mog. Let's look at Mog on CoinGecko. Let's give it the respect it deserves. Let's treat it like an altcoin. Mog. Mog, for those of you who don't know, the once over $1 billion market cap Ethereum revolutionary meme cult. This thing changed what was possible on the Ethereum blockchain. It took a long time. It was a slow burn, as you can see on the chart here. But this thing shredded to over $1 billion. So organic, grassroots. In fact, the guy who made Mog, he goes by the name of Glebel. Let me go here on X. You jump in here. I'm putting you guys on a game right now. You guys usually don't pay attention to who's founding shit, but this guy made a $1 billion culture coin. This guy right here. What I want you to pay attention to is this little blue highlight part right here. Follows you. Follows you. Now this guy founded MogCoin. Okay. Look at the Mog chart. It's in a bad spot right now. You see this free fall, but it once was over $1 billion. The whole market's bleeding right now. You know, don't kick them while they're down. It's still one of the biggest, most active communities. Look, if you scroll down here on X, you're gonna see a lot of Mog, anything, a lot of posts. They have a big culture, big cult. You go on any post, you're gonna see that. Mog is a very big cultural icon. One of the top 5 meme coins on Ethereum. Anyways, all of that to say, that guy Glebel, who follows me on X, he made Mog in a private group chat that I'm in. It's actually a private group chat that I made with another good friend of mine last cycle. Glebel had just shown up to the space. He was relatively new. He was definitely new to being a founder. He didn't really know much about making projects. My friend had actually coached him a little bit onto the journey of getting Mog off the ground. This thing was a slow burn. Back in 2023, early in their journey, I made the Mog rap back in fall of 2023 because he's my friend, right? Fast forward to this. We have a over $1 billion market cap meme phenomenon that has changed what's possible for Ethereum meme coins. The lesson that I want you all to learn from this project was made in the deepest, darkest depths of the bear run when nothing else was being successful. This project was made with a dream from a guy who was relatively new to blockchain technology and who was definitely new to developing projects. This is an over $1 billion meme coin that was created when all things were dark, when it looked like there was no hope in the market, when it looked like there was no chance of success. This gem was made. And there was ample opportunity, months, literally months, to get in on this at such a low market cap. And then this thing absolutely shredded on a beeline to $1 billion. Is the journey over? I don't think so. I think we're in another bear. I think this is another opportunity for them to prove themselves, to lean in and show why they got there in the first place. And they've been doing a good job. They are just as loud as ever. When you go on X, the community is very present. The culture is still heavily around. So every single day when I stream, I get people in my chat coming and talking about Mog and respecting the fact that the glasses are an icon of Mog, just as they are an icon of the crypto rap brand. But that shit is dope. The lesson here is that you can make it. That even though the market fucking sucks right now, you asked in the chat, you were like, do you think it's a bull run or a bear run right now? Nobody can predict the long term at this point. We're at a very pivotal threshold. But what I will say, you got to treat the current market like a bear market. Everybody's going to be trading like it's a bear market. People are not going to be hanging on to their projects long. If they are in the market right now, it's because they are desperate. They are trying to get a bag because they need to. And these are rough, competitive conditions. It's going to be very PvP. So if you're actually in the trenches right now, you got to be careful. Lethargic Banger says, bruh, it's total manipulation going on with Bitcoin right now. Yes and no. I would say it's half manipulation. It's definitely a tremendous amount of manipulation happening on Bitcoin. There definitely are powers that be that are pushing the price down right now because they want to accumulate for cheaper. That is no doubt about it. But look at this chart. You got to admit that this is a relatively healthy retrace compared to the all-time history on here. Maybe what's unhealthy is the rate at which it's fallen down, but it's still in a pretty good spot long term for the trajectory of the asset. But what I will say is, I think the main culprit here is the market at large. Pretty much everything is bleeding. S&P 500 down. Nvidia lost what, like 30% or something stupid? Assets are bleeding. And that is just true across the board. Crypto is not exempt from the general woes of the economy at large, even though the thesis of crypto is supposed to be kind of a hedge against a lot of those forces. It's not exempt. So yeah, it's a rough time in the market, but hang in there, bro. I hope it gets better soon. Da Vinci says NASDAQ and S&P are bleeding, Bitcoin so. That's the way it goes. Josh says main culprit is the American leadership driving the market down on purpose. Yeah, that could be. I mean, like, it depends on what you mean by on purpose. It's like, was their policy made with the direct intention to shove the market down? I don't think so, or at least I hope not. It's pretty fucked up. I mean, it's not like they're immune from doing fucked up shit, because they do, but that's just, like, just weird, I think. He could want a recession to kind of mold the economy a little bit better, but I think realistically, this is just a result of a very, very sudden transition in American leadership and power structure. That the executive branch and the president's role has become stronger than ever. That he jumps into office and signs a record number of executive orders on the first day and then continues to rolling them out over the course of the next few weeks, continue to innovate and create new conferences and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, say what you will about his ambition and what he's bringing to the role and blah, blah, blah. It's going to have an impact. And that impact is what everyone is feeling. The transition is what's difficult here. Because we had an administration that was a total 180, totally different policy just not even 1 year ago, like 3 months ago. And what you're feeling now are the growing pains of an absolute harsh transition. Not harsh because it was meant to be mean or to shove it down or anything like that, but just harsh because it was so sudden. And because people are losing their jobs and because policy is changing that's directly impacting the market. In businesses, industries, they have to pivot. They have to adapt to new landscapes in all of their workflow, supply chain, all of this stuff. It's a ripple effect, and we felt it heavy in the past few weeks. It's gonna probably stay heavy for a while. Like, does it come out of a malicious intent? I don't know. I don't think it matters. What matters is it's different, and you need to change your mindset and adapt, because if you don't, you're gonna be left behind. So this market is not the market that we've seen a month ago. This world is not the world we've seen a month ago. Study. Back to the drawing board is pretty much the takeaway, right? Pay attention. Look, here's something that people say on X pretty often. I saw this coming out of, who was saying this? Was it Print? I think it was Print, the guy behind Ponky. Pay attention to who's still here. Pay attention to who's still making noise in the market right now. Those guys are your friends. Frank D. Gods, Thread Guy, the people who haven't tweeted in the past month and a half, those guys are not your friends. They took the money and ran. They're silent for a reason. Some of the scrutiny they might be under, it might be unjustified. It might be too much pressure. It might be unfair in that sense. But on the flip side, it's not happening for no reason. Banger says X/Twitter has an outage right now. I think it's been repaired because here I am on X, but they did have an outage earlier, and that was a very big deal. Oh, but you know what? Posts are unloading right now. Try again. That was 9 minutes ago. Maybe there was another recent one. Maybe they haven't fixed the outage. They are under a cyber attack right now. That's what's interesting. Let's check in on Darkstorm. How's that performing with the outage? Not doing well. Fell down from all-time high pretty heavy. Clips Devitt says, welcome to the bear, boys. Exactly. It's like that meme. Let's see. First time meme. This meme with James Franco saying first time. That's where we're at in the market right now. Those of us who have traded before, those of us who have been in the cycle before, we've seen this all before. We know exactly how this is. You guys who just got here, you guys who got onboarded in the most recent cycle, which was a lot of you, like especially coming from the TikTok platform, most of you guys have only been trading for a couple months. You haven't really seen the bear. You don't know how ugly it can get. And as I'm saying this, today, what you think you're seeing right now, this is not the bear. I'm telling you guys, like, treat this like the bear, trade like it's the bear, but that does not mean this is the bear. If you want the bear, you look at the history of this chart, falling down from the same place we were, $250, all the way down to $13. That's bear. Total obliteration, decimation, absolute reset. Everything falling down to pretty much zero. The destruction of your favorite asset. That's bear. We're not at that point yet. We're standing on the edge of the cliff. That's true, but we have not quite entered even the free fall phase. We're in a little bit of a parachute glide right now. But the palms are definitely sweaty of the newer investors. AI, all this, what your artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence? That sounds like a spell, bro. What on God's green earth is that? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. So this is the coin. It is a rug pull. This pair has very little liquidity. This pair, you can't even trade it if you wanted to. Let's look at this one. Not that one. Maybe this one, perhaps. The 2.6K market cap gem. Ooh, nice candle there on the end. I love buying assets that perform like this. This is quality investment. I hope it's not this one either, right? Then is it perhaps the one with $8 market cap? Nice. Oh, it's 116K? Okay. Can you paste the ticker? You say 30x boost? Oh, okay, there it is at the top. Okay, there we go. Let's see. 118K on the chart. 2.8 mil volume. This thing is less than 6 hours old. Not bad. So far, so good, in fact. I think this is one of the ugliest rug pulls I've seen on stream today. Yeah, from 500k down to 100k, free fall every time with some very heavy red candles. I don't think this is gonna recover, bro. Look at these candles, bro. Someone is shoving this down. Nick Cannon was joined into space. That's crazy, honestly. Respect. Nick Cannon, everything he touched turns to gold, bro. Let's look at Wildin' Out. This was his project coming out of Nick Cannon's camp. I'm telling you, every project that he promotes, especially this one, his main project, oh, it's a mooner, bro. Oh. What happened to the Nick Cannon coin? I thought this was going to the moon. Guys. Did they end the Twitter space? Yeah, this shit got fucking wrecked, bro. Let's look at super rare coin. He bought AI. Yeah, but Mr. Meme Coins, you see what I'm telling you, right? It's like the fact that this guy bought your project, the fact that the guy who made this chart is involved in your project, that's not exactly bullish, right? Like that's you gotta admit that you don't want this person involved in your project. Okay? That's what I'll say. Join the space, bro. I'll just reiterate, bro. You look at this chart, okay? You look at this chart. Nick Cannon did a lot of spaces for this chart. He did. I was in them. They were great. They were entertaining, hilarious, a lot of big names there. That did not save them. Let's go back and look at your project.
This is a Crypto Rap exclusive.
Oh, what a coincidence. The chart goes down. Oh, but you're telling me Nick Cannon was on the space. Oh, but it just nuked from 120 to 90 and 80, bro. This thing is rugging right in front of us. It does not matter that Nick Cannon was in the space. In fact, I think that's tremendously bearish. If the team behind this project has anything to do with the team that Nick Cannon put together for Wildin' Out, you just got your money took. It's gone. Good riddance. This thing is in a bad spot. It is a literal rug pull. Can I check the photos? Really? iRobot JD Vance in Teletubbies land? This is what you're buying? Come on, bro. Oh, man. And Gabe We Trust says they did not release the coin properly. True. I love meme coin on X. Isaac says, how do you find an early entry point? If you want an early entry point, there is a place I know. Discord.gg/CryptoRap. It's totally free. Don't turn your brain off. I'm not selling you something. But if you're not in that group, you got to be in that group. There's over 2,000 people in there. It's totally free. All experience levels welcome. They go in there in the voice chat. You'll get like 30 people in the voice chat at the same time. Everyone is looking for projects. Everyone's trying to find the next gem. Imagine what that does. Imagine instead of just you sitting alone looking for the next big project, you actually have 30 of you all looking for projects at the same time. Imagine if dynamically you can get that project, you can have conversations and a discourse about what is bullish about that project and dynamically invest in things real time. It's like a Fortnite lobby for making money. Discord.gg/CryptoRap. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Check it out. That group. The best part is they want to see you win. There's no exit liquidity. There's no PvP. It's all collaborative. It's all a conversation. It's all about learning, growing, and actually identifying quality projects that are going to succeed. Not some random pump and dump nonsense. So check it out. It really is. When I say it's the best community in crypto, I mean that. That's not about me. That's about them. The community is fantastic. What else is going on? Am I not live right now? I'm not? For why?